Remember that really good crack on this wall? This is the garage north wall. This is what the interior of the wall looks like. And we've got some really nice repairs up here. So, Lord knows what's happening up there. But I wanted to show you that this fluorescent tube, this fluorescent luminary, it should have a protective prism cover. When those things break, and they send nasty stuff everywhere. These electric receptacle outlets, this is the garage east interior wall, and they are not GFCI protected. This is the sub-panel inspection. Yay, sub-panels! Alright. Second panel, auxiliary panel. Some people decided sub-panel is not a real word. We'll see here that we've got stackable breakers. Some people call them cheater breakers. See these right here? Some home inspectors get upset about that. But I gotta tell you, the manufacturer doesn't. The manufacturer says that it's A-OK. It's A-OK to have stackable cheater breakers in there. So that's not an issue. Let's move forward. Remember the other video, the one just before this one, when I said L1 and L2 did not have those little plastic booties on there? They're not required here. They're not required on the sub panel. Probably a good idea, but they're not required. Okay, well, let's just keep going. What did we know? Tell us something bad, bud. All right. Not supposed to say more than 1/8 of an inch gap. That's more than 1/8 of an inch gap. You know what else? It's been screwed in. Sheetrock screws. Screws are faster. Screws are tighter. I get that. Just zip that in there, Philip. We're going to the beer store. Doug, you're the fastest. Yeah, I got a raise coming up. Fastest guy in the shop. Boss loves me. No, it's supposed to be nailed in. You ever try to tear apart a treehouse? Man, those kids nail those tree houses together. You can't tear them apart. Nails have much more shear strength than screws. Screws are faster and tighter. Philip and Doug get that. But it's supposed to be nailed in. If this structure was to experience, for example, a tornado, you already have a bad day. You already have a bad day. I mean, your house is wrecked. But if it was to experience a tornado, this cabinet would stand a better chance of staying in place if it had been nailed rather than it had been screwed in. Things would fall apart. It wouldn't fall apart as fast. That's what that's about. Then, this is like the other one. It's not labeled right. Not labeled right. It's not supposed to be handwritten, block printed, or whatever you want to call it. It's supposed to be printed. See that danger? It's supposed to be printed like that. Plugs? That's not very specific. Plugs, not very specific. Okay, it's supposed to be specific information printed in place. I didn't make those rules up. That's a Mockingbird. Oh, Mockingbird. The manufacturer made those rules up. The code specified those rules. That wasn't me. So what do we learn on the sub panel? We learned on the sub panel that, we learned that it was screwed in place. We learned that we got gaps. And we learned that it wasn't properly labeled. And that's about it. We also learned that there's GFCI here. But we learned that there isn't any GFCI here. We learned that we do not have an electric receptacle outlet up here in case you did want a power overhead door. We learned that we don't have a prism cover. We learned that these receptacle outlets are not GFCI protected.